What?
It's week 2. We're not in full form. None of that. You heard none of that. You just saw me laughing and Paul talking. So we all had to just, not in full form. The interns aren't. We're not. So we're trying to get there. It's been a long layoff. It's kind of like that horse coming back from a 4-month layoff. He's not trying to win the first race, just to get his legs back under him. So that's kind of what we're doing right here. We'll be in full form next week, I feel like. Right, Paul? You think?
Did you turn us on?
Yeah, we're on now.
Okay.
Yeah, we're on now. So, again, I'll say this again.
Only thing you missed is Franklin called me ugly.
Nope, that's not what I did.
Says I was not visually appealing to the camera.
You looked at the screen and said, "Oh," and I said, "What'd you do? Look at the screen?"
You said, "Oh no, the other screen."
Yeah. Well, you're in much better spirits than you were week 1. I'll give you that.
Yeah, there was shit that went south that day.
That's okay. We won't talk about that much. Anyway, welcome into week 2 of Locks, Cash, and Tickets, brought to you by Poolside Bets. That's me, Franklin. My buddy Paul sitting to my left, or I don't know how the screen shows it, left, right. It doesn't really matter. We're going to get you some locks today, but first we got to take a look back at week 1 and how we started off. I don't think Paul's going to want to dwell on this for too long.
Hey, look, man, you got to look it in the face and own it.
Yeah, you got to own it. So let's get it up on the screen. Just go ahead and get to it. Rip the old Band-Aid off. So here we go. Here's week 1 and how it all went down. Make sure you can see those L's and W's over there for Paul over there. Make sure we can. It's not quite getting on the screen. Like, there it is. Got it.
Yeah, make sure you get them all in there.
Yeah, get them all in there. So let's run it down real quick. I went 4-3 on the week. Western Illinois, under 63.5. Boy, Illinois just kept accidentally scoring late in that game, but it still stayed. I think it was like 52-3 was the final score, 55-3. So it was comfortable, but boy, they were trying. Georgia Tech, Haynes King with the big run inside of 2 minutes for the touchdown to get the 27-20 dub over Colorado. That covers. UNLV and San Houston State over 61.5. I've got issues with this game, and I'm going to bring it up later. I still feel like I was on the right side of that thing. It ended up at 59, but we'll talk about that game a little bit later. Tulane looked fantastic. Probably one of my best bets of the weekend. Tulane minus 4.5 over Northwestern. Alabama, whoo, boy, it is troublesome times in Tuscaloosa. And Kalen DeBoer,
those rotary phones were lighting up.
Aren't they?
Man.
Coach.
Yeah.
They probably calling college game day to see if they can get Coach on the phone right now.
They picked that phone off the wall and with a big long cord on it, went in the bathroom and shut doors. They shut the door and called Paul up and said, God,
Paul,
this ain't it.
Paul,
get us some help. We need help.
Yeah, didn't you? Old legend went nutso on Paul Feinbaum this week. Texas A&M first half 13.5, playing with their food. That game, I don't know what the hell is going on. That's a loss. They didn't. I think they were up 10, maybe at the half, something like that. And TCU, my goodness, I loved it. No. There was way too much hype about Bill Belichick, and me and Paul had discussed that. Yeah. I just didn't think that was going to happen at all, and boy, you saw it on the field.
Who were they going to beat?
It was ugly. Except for the first drive. They come out 7-0 right out of the gate, and then that was it, baby. TCU put it on them. So 4-3 for the weekend, and I'll let Paul run down his weekend.
All right, so Texas team total. I did not know, this is bad handicapping on my part, that the entire offensive line of Texas has been replaced. They hadn't jailed, blah, blah, blah. To me, when watching the ball game, looked like they were very conservative on offensive play calling.
Well, we talked about that the whole morning.
Yeah, I just didn't look like they were 100% invested in the full offense to me, and I did not know that, so that's on me. Of course, it's on me. Can't blame anybody else. Bama, Florida State. If Alabama shows up just a little smidge, we get the over there, but nope.
Yeah, 48 was what it ended on, I believe.
They're too worried about cell phones and whatever hell else they do. I don't know what they're doing over there in Bama now, but it ain't gonna be long like that. I promise you, them motherfuckers ain't gonna make it. The Raging Cajuns.
This game.
How do you? I think did they lose
Outright, yeah.
to Rice?
To Rice. 14-12, I believe. 16
I got nothing for you there. I mean, it's just, ugh. I don't know what to do with that team that's moving forward. Rice, that coach still. I mean, just go research him. He's not great. I don't. It says more about the Raging Cajuns than it does Rice to me.
Are you sure? I've heard some stuff about Rice. People are liking this Rice team. You kidding me?
Fuck. They I think it's this week. They decided they're gonna do something no team in the country's done before.
What's that?
Uniform wise.
Uh-oh.
They're gonna break out now. Hold your hat.
Oh God.
Baby blue, powder blue uniform.
Oh, nobody's ever worn that before.
Nah, that ain't been done before. But now Rice, here they come, powder blues.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just a complete whiff of a week for me on that. The one team that did their freaking job, Utah State, very proud of them. I'll be on them again this week.
Right, loyalty is a thing.
Yeah. Old Dominion, Indiana. Indiana's just didn't sniff it in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they didn't.
I don't know. It's frustrating to sit there and you don't want to bet an under because it's just awful.
Yeah,
it's no.
Well,
fun.
it's no fun to watch.
It's just awful.
Yeah.
But I guess that's where the money is. Who knows? Notre Dame -2.5. Got beat up, bullied. I don't know, man. Carson Beck, he did okay.
Yeah, he looked better than I thought he was going to look. There was one catch by a Miami wide receiver.
Maybe it was.
That was an amazing catch. The ball never should have been thrown. It was one of those balls that Carson Beck threw a lot last year. So I don't know. Maybe pump the brakes on Carson Beck still a little bit, but
yeah, maybe dropping that blonde-headed Jezebel he had. Maybe
I am a little encouraged by what you saw from the Carr kid with Notre Dame. He didn't look rattled. He threw the ball pretty well, ran the ball really well. So Notre Dame looked pretty good. Looked like two good teams.
Yeah, Jeremiah loves. He's a dude.
And he did nothing in this game. They quit giving it to him. They didn't run him. I don't know what happened there. Notre Dame had a chance in this game.
Probably the catch of the year by that kid from Miami, CJ.
I don't remember his name.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
It was a good game to watch, but it was just on the wrong side of it.
So that's the week right there. 4-3, 1-5. So as a team, we are now 5-8 to start the year. It's not the way you want to start when you're looking for that 60%.
We're not
percentage.
We're not doing
at the
good.
End. So we're gonna have to get after it in week 2. So
I'm gonna need you to do better if I'm gonna be shitting the bed every week like this.
Well, it's funny. I looked at the thing. I had one under on there, but we also you had 3 overs and I had an over. And all 4 of them lost. And one of the stats, I had it written down, and I can't, I don't know where I wrote it down now. Oh, here it is. I got it over here. Unders in week 1 went 83-61.
No, week 1.
So if you're on the overs in week 1, probably like us, you didn't do fantastic unless you were just.
We're going to have to save that sheet of paper for next year.
The 83-61 stat for week 1, yeah. So some good games that week. Like we watched the Texas game. Florida State, Alabama wasn't necessarily a good game as it got going. Piss poor effort there from the Crimson Tide.
Yeah, I don't know what that thing is. It could go bad quick.
Notre Dame and Miami both showed well, I thought. What other big matchups? Was there anything?
LSU, Clemson.
Oh, LSU, Clemson. Yeah, we didn't have anything on that game, but Nussmeier looked good. And Cade Klubnik looked back to what I always thought he was. I mean, he played okay, but I don't think he's a big-time QB. And people are still on Clemson to win the national title. I don't know how you are still on that when you saw what happened in week 1.
What is it? There was 2 teams, 2 two teams that lost to FCS schools last week.
No shit. I
I
didn't
think
see
it
it.
was Austin P beat somebody.
Oh yeah, they beat a team I was going to get
and
on
then
this week.
Tarleton State beat Army.
Austin P beat, and this is like I kind of just wrote them down. I got look right there, 3 p.m. Middle Tennessee.
Oh yeah.
I had them. They were like
Yeah.
they're plus 20 something points, and I went back and they lost to Austin P. I was like, ooh, can you do that? I don't
Not good.
know if you can do that.
Not good.
Who do they? I think it's maybe Wisconsin. Maybe that's why I was gonna. Like, can Wisconsin beat anybody by 20 something points?
I'll be still in my handicapping theory now.
I'm curious. Let's
gonna
take a
drop
look
that
here.
dime
Yeah,
here in a
it's
little
exactly
bit.
who they play. Middle Tennessee plays. They head to Camp Randall Stadium in Madison, Wisconsin, take on the Wisconsin Badgers. 28.5 is the line in that game. They almost got me. They almost got me there, but I after seeing they lost to Austin P, I don't
Yeah.
know if I could do that.
Mm,
So I'm all for that game.
yeah. There was about 12 games I liked between the NFL and college this week. Finally got it narrowed down. There was a few prop plays I liked. Of course, the teasers in the NFL is usually the way to go. NFL game last night was really good. I call bullshit on the Lightning delay.
Do you? What you don't think it was real?
They got everybody off the field except for everybody in the stadium. They got the players off, but they didn't give a shit about the regular folk. If it was that big a deal,
They told them to get out of the open area.
well,
And some people did leave.
what are they out there holding golf clubs?
I
That damn football ain't made of metal. What are we doing?
don't know. It's always with this lightning nonsense.
I think the phone call was made.
You think so?
Week 1, game 1. Get them in the locker room. We need to talk to them. And what happened when they came out of the break? You want to talk about that?
Nothing.
Not a damn thing. Not no more. They moved the ball up to that point the whole time.
Yeah, something was fishy.
And then they come out of the damn break, and all of a sudden they done forgot how to move the football. Get out of here. That's why the NFL is I just don't trust them. I wish I knew how to bet it because there's money to be made, but whatever vault they keep that secret in, I ain't access to.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I never expected to see that, the final score, because I couldn't. I was like, I gotta go to sleep. I can't stay up for. It wasn't like a 60-minute, like an hour delay.
Yeah, it was.
So I checked the score this morning. I was like, oh my God, no more scoring. I thought maybe they just called it.
Just enough time to get a game plan together.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought they just called it. I was like, well, they must have just like quit playing. It's kind of what I thought, but apparently not. They kept playing, or it's some form of playing, whatever you call it. You know that had to suck for those. I think the total was 48.
I'm telling
And that thing was sitting easy. We went 21 or 21-20 at the half or some shit.
When
like
I get
that.
my setup back like it needs to be, right now I'd be looking at what the freaking money betting sides were on that. What are you doing?
I don't know. I got static in my.
Well,
Went away.
okay, yeah, we got to get us a new one of those. We're supposed to do that last year.
I don't know what's going on.
Anybody wanting to donate a what is that thing called?
That splitter right there.
A thingamabob splitter for headphones.
3.5. Yeah.
With poolside bets at Venmo.com. Or just hand it to us. We'll take, what do you reckon, $20 for that?
Yeah, it can't be much.
$20 and then buy us a beer.
Yeah.
And we'll mention you on the next episode of Cash In Tickets.
I'll do it. Yeah, I don't have much else from week 1, I don't guess, other than what we did, because it wasn't great.
No, we talked about week 1 getting out of the gate. You know, break well, get out. And, boy, I threw the jockey. They shot the horse.
The horse is gone. Josh was out there taking care of that for you.
I didn't even get out. I mean, damn. Well, we get another opportunity at it this week.
That's right. Well, they got It's odd. There's an NFL game tonight, Friday night.
Some bitch is in Sao Paulo, Brazil. You know how far that is?
I got
here?
something on that game. Not something on it. I just want to, mention because of where it is. I got some thoughts on that game.
If you listening to this podcast, go to Google Earth and look up where Sao Paulo, Brazil is, where they're going to play football tonight in NFL, and you can't see it from here. It's over the hump. It's way
Can't
over
find
there.
it.
Yeah, it's and another thing about I don't know what do you got? You got a total or a side?
I don't. I was just going to talk about it.
Oh,
just 'cause
well.
I find it interesting where it is.
I don't like the fact that they play on these soccer pitches or whatever.
They never can get the turf right.
It's going to be soggy. It's going to be slow. The players going to be worried about injuries. I like the under here. If you're going to bet it, I'd go under. I just don't think they're going to.
What I want to know is, can we find out who went and took in a Brazilian ladies volleyball game last night? Because that's a team I'd bet against. A lot of big butts down there in Brazil. We've seen it. You ever watch Olympics sand volleyball? You understand what I'm talking about.
The behind, huh?
Yeah. Who went out and partied last night with? I mean, you think Taylor Swift was worried? Travis used to be kind of a get around kind of guy. You think he got down to Brazil?
That's a kept man, sir. That's a kept man.
I'm just saying.
He ain't gonna jeopardize that.
You don't
bag.
think so?
No. No, that man is kept.
He can retire early now.
Yeah, he gonna make sure the dishes are done, laundry's folded, breakfast made, feet rubbed.
Oh man, he's now Mr. Taylor Swift, I guess.
I don't blame him. Good for him.
All right, well, I just that was my thoughts on that game.
I tried. She wouldn't even talk to me.
Did you? You shot your shot, huh?
I made her say no. She didn't even say nothing.
You took that as a no?
No, I probably had the wrong Twitter page anyway. Probably some dude named Jim in Idaho. Anyways.
Yeah. All right. Well, you want to look ahead to some games? I think I'm on some of the. Like, I broke so many commandments this week. You read out the 10 Commandments last week, and
it's a pedestrian week 2 for college football.
I rolled it up and threw it away and said, you know what? I don't care about your commandments.
Well, that's why you write it down like that and read it out, because nobody follows it.
Yeah. So.
But it's just there to look at. Like, oh, yep.
You know what?
Right
if
there,
I'd
number
just
4.
right there, if I'd have just
Number 4.
remembered what Paul said, there it is.
Ole Miss, Kentucky. You want to talk about that right away? Or
Yeah.
You want to go Iowa State.
Well, I'm on both of those games.
How many games total do we have combined? 16?
Yes.
Or 14?
16.
Well, it's gonna be hard to find a game we ain't on.
Yeah, I know.
How about I'm on that one. I know one we're not on. Michigan, Oklahoma.
Oh, Michigan, Oklahoma. Yeah, there you go.
Let's talk about that, would you?
So I think Bryce Underwood's going to be a really good quarterback. Congratulations to Michigan for finally finding a dude that can
$3 million to get you a good quarterback.
right, that can throw it down the field. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little more nervous about Oklahoma this year than I thought I was going to be. John Mateer looked really good. I wasn't sure how it was going to translate from Washington State to Oklahoma, but he looked really good in week 1. Again, it wasn't much competition. And but does having him allow Venables now to just let the offense be? I mean, of course, he's probably been doing that anyway, and focus more on that defense, because the defense has been pretty good.
Well, if Venable had time just to work on the defense and I had to worry about the other side of football, they're going to be, of course they're going to be better.
Yeah.
This is driving me crazy.
I know. I don't know what's going on with the. Again, we're not in mid-season form. Last year we had this all, but it took us.
Let's look at our week 1 record, would you? Yeah, I don't know.
But Michigan's on the road. It's going to be tough. But they're used to playing in big crowds and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, that's nothing new. But Bryce Underwood's really good. I just don't know if they're going to have enough offense. It's a young quarterback. Mateer can do some things. He's experienced. 5.5, though. I don't know. I couldn't make a call on this game. I had it on my list, Under was my initial thought, under 44.5, but I just couldn't.
Yeah, if you're gonna play, it's got to be under because I mean, it's Michigan's offense. I don't think is quite where it needs to be. I don't know if you just said that, but their play calling is geared toward ball control, run it, that kind of deal. So yeah, the under would be the play.
I think Underwood's really good. I don't know if they have the wide receivers yet. It's probably better than last year. It couldn't have been worse than last year. That's for sure. I like what you're doing here. You're trying to. That was so close.
No.
Oh, now I got nothing.
Yeah, you killed us.
Just quit.
Boy,
if we ever invested in a little bit.
We did good. We tried. Didn't work.
We didn't have any of this last week, though.
No, I don't know what happened. Somebody probably came home half full of it and ran into it.
Yeah.
What happened to my laptop?
You ever get that screen fixed?
No, I got it all pictures sent and emailed off. I ain't got shit back.
Paul has to use all his paperwork now.
Yeah, over here mowing Joe in it. Upset alert.
Here we go.
South Florida plus 18 at Florida.
You think they could win the game?
I think they can beat them.
Boy,
I don't have them as a pick, but I'm going to be watching just to see how it plays out because I didn't have any. South Florida went out there and really impressed me against Boise State. And like I said, we'll find out if Boise State just sucks or South Florida's finally got something put together there.
Yeah.
Experienced quarterback, great offensive play calling. In Florida, who knows what you're going to get with that.
Yeah, I mean, I think Lagway's really good. So as long as he's healthy, I think they're going to be fine. Yeah. I don't know about the spread, but I don't think they're in harm to lose that game.
Plus 18.5. That's a big number.
It is.
Yeah, buddy.
Virginia Tech. I mean, I guess if you're talking about, I mean, you got my boy Diego Pavia headed to Blacksburg to take on the Virginia Tech Hokies.
There's another. Yeah.
Did look like world beaters against South Carolina in week 1.
That line has been moving. It's like 1, even 1. It's like just a silly number for that matchup. I don't.
Looks like some money's come back in on Vodtech. That line's moved to 2.5 now.
I mean, we looked at it yesterday, and you could get Vanderbilt straight up as a 1-point dog at minus 105, which is absolutely just dumb.
Yeah.
So, anyways, if I can get Vanderbilt plus money on the money line, I would take it.
I just don't. Yeah, it's going to have to keep moving, I guess. Maybe some money comes in on Virginia Tech tonight, early morning. Boy, you got till 6:30 tomorrow. It's a later game.
All the people chasing the money.
Yeah. Does Alabama get right against UL Monroe? God, I'm here for it to hear all that. It's
a good time. Say it again.
Do you think that Alabama gets right?
Oh, dude, I saw. There's a couple guys that are talking about if Alabama loses to Louisiana Monroe, they're going to go to Louisiana Monroe next week and call the game in the Monroe mascot uniform.
Oh my God!
Oh man, that would tickle me to no end if they went and lost. And Monroe has beat some teams before now.
They beat Alabama in Nick Saban's first year.
This could be the beginning and the end.
Oh man!
Oh, I'd be so happy because you got to think those players. Some of them are kind of going, I didn't sign up for this bullshit. I got grandmas calling my, they're just catching it from every end.
Oh man! All right, well, and then there's a couple of games that I think, 2 of the games I think are sneaky 2 best games of the day outside of Michigan and Oklahoma. I'm actually on both of those games, so I guess we can just break that down as we get to our picks. I do have some interesting NFL stuff since it's week 1. And we already had a game last night. Like we mentioned, the lightning delay between the Eagles and the Cowboys. They got a game tonight in Brazil. And then week 1 gets started. So if you're betting NFL, I got some trends for week 1 in the NFL. You ready for this, Paul?
Send it.
Divisional home dogs. Divisional home underdogs are 23-7 against the spread since 2010 in week 1. So here's 3 of those teams that fit that criteria for this weekend. The Browns, plus 5.5 against the Bengals.
There ain't a chance in hell.
Hey, I'm just, look.
All right, those are the numbers. I get it.
Seahawks at home, plus 2.5 against the 49ers. And the Falcons, plus 1.5 at home against the Buccaneers, I believe. I think they have the Buccaneers.
That's a great week 1 matchup, too.
Then here's the other one. Underdogs of 6.5 or more are 49-27 against the spread in week 1 since 2006.
Oh, my.
Now, the teams that are included in that are the Saints, plus 6.5, playing the Arizona Cardinals, I believe, and the Titans, plus 8.5. And then one game it's already hit. The Cowboys were 8-point dogs against the Eagles last night, and they've already covered.
No, I don't think they should have covered, but whatever.
And so, I mentioned the Browns, right? Divisional home dogs, getting Joe Burrow and the Bengals. I got a Joe Burrow stat for you.
I got a Bengals stat for you.
Since Joe Burrow has come into the NFL, he has played 10 week 1 or week 2 games, right? Week 1 and week 2. So that's 2 games a year that he's, I think 1 year he was injured. I don't know. Anyway, he's played 10. He's 1-9 straight up.
Oh, yeah.
He's won 1 game in the first 2 weeks in his NFL career.
I know last year they
So
were my
just
week
saying.
1 survivor pool pick.
You remember that vividly, don't
Yeah,
you?
I went out there and lost to the Patriots, who only won 2 games last year. One of them was week 1 against the team I had in survivors. Which I'm back in the survivor pool again this year.
Of course you are. See how that goes.
And I have really done it. I have stuck my foot deep inside of it this year. So we'll see what happens.
Well, good luck to you, sir. I hope it goes well.
This first pick is going to could be the death of me.
You just got to get past week 1, Paul.
God, the old.
Right?
It's just a monumentous. What's the word? I don't even know the word. I think I just butchered it. Big hill.
Big hill. The old big hill. Yeah, you got to get over the big hill.
Can't see there from here.
All right. Well, do you have anything on the NFL you want to talk about? I talked about big butts in Brazil. I've given you some week 1 betting trends.
I'm on the Steelers week 1 survivor. That's going to be my survivor pick. I think most of the folks are going to be on the Broncos.
Yeah.
Which I get. I get the spread pick there. I mean, it's just a big.
All right, so
numbers.
can I mention something about that?
Uh-huh.
This Broncos infatuation. I mean, I get it. They had maybe the number 1 defense in the league last year, one of the top defenses in the league.
Defense is good.
Bo Nix was decent, right?
Bo Nix is, he was starting on my fantasy league last year.
So, I've also heard a lot about, will there be a sophomore slump for Jaden Daniels in the Washington Commanders?
What's that got to do with Denver?
Well, hear me out. There's no talk of a sophomore slump for Bo Nix.
That's because of what's his face.
Think it's all because of Sean Payton?
Yeah.
You think? So Jaden Daniels going to have a slump with Cliff Kingsbury, but Bo Nix is not going to have a slump because of Sean Payton.
You didn't see what Sean Payton did with them kids when he got suspended for the
I watched the movie.
Yeah, he's out there
Yeah.
coaching the kids up. You
Yeah.
don't wish bad on that.
Are you sure?
I don't know. I don't think half that shit was bullshit.
It did make him look like a very good dad. I can tell you that for damn sure. So, did he approve that movie?
Yeah, and all the shit he talked about the assistant coach, the coach before him.
Yeah.
Then went out there and got absolutely destroyed by. Somebody beat them. It was the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Beat them 70 something. I don't know how
They hung
big
60 on him.
Yeah. And then your boy Robert Sala went out there and said, "Stay humble" after they beat him. That's funny. Stay humble.
Oh man, yeah. So we're excited about the NFL season coming up. Of course, looking for my 49ers. I hate that they got to buck the trend that I just mentioned. They're road favorites in a divisional game in week 1. You got a double revenge game in Paul's game. You got Aaron Rodgers against Jets. You got Justin Fields against the Steelers.
Here's the thing.
Here it comes.
I don't know what that offense is going to be. I don't know what it looks like. I do like our quarterback room better than last year for sure. I just don't know if Arthur Smith is the guy. I don't know.
You don't know if he's a guy.
If Tomlin goes, I don't know. He gets 9 wins this year. I don't know how you fire him, but you have to make some kind of
More changes than he's been making.
Yeah, it's got to be him though. I'm sure. There's teams out there that would crawl all over themselves to get him as their head coach. But that's not what. If you're a Steelers, that's not what we're here for. We're not here to make the playoffs. That's not what we're doing.
Mm-mm.
So they need to look in the mirror and decide. I mean, you got to take a chance. You know, he ain't it. He ain't been it. I'm hoping that I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to be whatever. He played good at the second half of last year, threw for a lot of yards, but I don't know, man. And Justin Fields, we know him better than anything. So
Yeah, I think you'll be able to. I mean, I don't think Justin Fields is a good quarterback.
he
so.
couldn't beat Russell Wilson out.
No, right.
I mean, get out of here.
All right. Well, I know this is what everybody wants to hear. Because we were so good at it week 1. So you ready to give them these great picks, these locks we got for week 2?
Come back incoming.
The old comeback.
Call
Here
it
it
a
comes.
comeback.
All right. Since I started last week, I'm going to let you get started this week.
All right,
What's your first lock of week 2?
I spent a lot of time on this first game.
A lot?
Yeah. We're going to go Friday night, which is today. 6:30. Northwestern. Western Illinois plus 31.5 at Northwestern. We're going to take Western Illinois plus the 31.5. Head coach David Braun, who coaches Northwestern's 0-3 against the FCS in his career. Never covered a spread against them. I think that continues. I think he goes 0-4.
How quickly did you find that?
I'm like a computer.
My goodness. You literally added this like 2 minutes before we started.
So it's going to be windy. It's going to be 17 to 20 mile an hour winds coming off the lake there, which tends to be an under kind of game. I do like the under here, but I just don't see Northwestern. Can they score 4 touchdowns in the game? Can they do that? They have to do that first.
Yeah.
I just don't see it happening. Give me the Fighting Leathernecks plus 31.5. Well, here we go.
All right, so one of the games we mentioned are that one of the few big games, and I say big, I don't know, there's a ranked team in it. 11 a.m. Saturday morning, the Illinois Fighting Illini travels to North Carolina to take on the Duke Blue Devils, who went out and spent a ton of money to get Darian Mensah from Tulane. And he didn't look great last week. Duke gave up some pressure to Elon last week, and Mensah took an entire half to get going. I realize Illinois played Western Illinois, who Paul just brought up, but Duke also just played Elon. And that game was tied, I believe, at the half. Look, Illinois will be able to maintain Duke and keep Mensah in check, in my opinion. That defense looks pretty good for Illinois there. I still love Luke Altmaier, and I like the more experienced QB here in this matchup. And I know this game looks like a trap line, right? Because we probably would have put it at, 7-8 points coming out, Illinois, but it started at 2.5, 3.5. I get it. But, hear me out. Maybe Vegas is trying to pull a little reverse psychology on us here.
Yeah.
They give us the trap line to see if we'll say, you know what, we've seen this before. We're going to hammer Duke.
That tricky Louis the Lip.
Yeah, we're going to hammer Duke on this one. Not this guy. No. Not me. Illinois' defense looks really good. I like their secondary. They'll get pressure on Mensah, and they'll pull away late in this game. So I'm taking the Illini minus 3.5.
Saw a comment on that game that Duke is having trouble selling the tickets to this game, which is ridiculous.
Oh my!
So it may be a late showing crowd. So watch.
That
Illinois
helps.
could be ugly early.
That helps.
All righty. So it looks like the number of the day is going to be 31.5.
Oh dear.
Utah State plus 31.5 at Texas A&M. This is the SEC Network game tomorrow at 11:45. I'm going to run it back with a team that brought me to the chip last week.
Oh God! what ship?
It's the ship. Don't ask too many questions.
There was one sinking.
Oh man!
Is this the one that plugged the hole?
Oh well.
Kept it from going down completely.
I survived. I'm here. We're fine.
You're fine. We found you. It's all right.
Look ahead spot for A&M here. They get Notre Dame next week. Night game at Notre Dame, I believe. Utah State can't block me in Franklin. I understand that. But if they can run the ball, which they can do, they can keep it kind of sloppy and slow, they can cover the 31.5. So give me Utah State plus 31.5.
A&M didn't look like world beaters last week either.
Negatory.
That's a big number.
And they got, like I said, Notre Dame on the horizon, so got to be looking forward to that.
All right, so the next game up for me is a game that I think is at least number 2 or number 3 on the list of best games of the day. Iowa Hawkeyes travel to take on the Iowa State Cyclones in the battle for the Cy-Hawk Trophy, 11 a.m. I hate the hook here, but I'm rolling with the Cyclones. They've started the season 2-0 against the spread. I was on them both times. Loyalty matters. I know what I'm getting with Rocco Beck and the Cyclones. I don't know if I can trust the Iowa offense to get first downs, much less score. I get a great coach, a miles better QB at home. I don't care if it's an in-state rivalry. I like Iowa State to make noise this year in the Big 12. Cyclones big. No hangover from going overseas. Destroyed a big FCS team last week. Beck started 14 of 14 last week throwing the football. He's going to be on fire in this one. Hawkeyes got no chance. Give me the Cyclones, minus 3.5.
I was curious here. Did you use the term exciting in that? I thought I heard exciting.
I meant like one of the better games. It's a big matchup.
Okay. All right. Exciting wouldn't be the word I'd use.
Okay, it hadn't been a whole lot of scoring in the last few years.
That's going to be the nap of the day game. But
I'm trying to hype it up here, Paul.
Yeah, somebody needs to. That's going to be a hard watch. All right, unless you like defense.
So that's probably commandment number 1 broken right there. It's not 2 ranked teams, but it's a big, rivalry game.
I like Iowa State too in there.
So anyway, exciting football. It's going to be amazing.
It's not going to be. Do not. I mean, if you want to get you like some feel good food and sit down and turn that sumbitch on,
maybe take an early morning nap.
Get you a nappy poo
before the
ready.
big.
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
Big 10 nap of the day.
Hey,
well, it's not.
If you're calling plays on Saturday, that'd be the first one I'd call. Shit. Some grub and a nap. All right. I'm going to 2:30 on CBS Sports Network. UAB at Navy. I mean, Navy minus 21. UAB allowed 200 yards rushing to Alabama State last week. Not great. Blake Horvath will have an absolute field day on this team. He'll probably throw for $2, 2 tutties, run for another 150. I don't know if he don't start his Heisman campaign here.
He might. I mean, UAB, goodness gracious, that is rough.
The UAB just will not be able to keep up with Navy. So Navy minus 21. I didn't have a whole lot of right up there, but I didn't need it.
All right. Breaking another commandment here is Breaking Commandments Week 2 in the locks for Frankie J this weekend. Here we go. 2:30. The Ole Miss Rebels travel to Lexington to take on Kentucky Wildcats.
We'll talk about it.
I know and look, my first part of the right, I know I'm breaking all the commandments here. Don't really care. I woke up this morning to a nice surprise, though, Paul.
Oh, yeah?
Better's been hammering Kentucky. Thank you.
I'd like to hear why.
I'm not going to get that. Austin Simmons looked good last week outside of one mistake on his second INT. Of course, everybody's going to show improvement in week 2. Most all of them do. Biggest improvement for any college football teams week 1 to week 2. The road environment's not going to rattle him. He already had a big-time drive against Georgia last year coming off the bench cold, so I'm not worried about the road environment for him here. And on the other sideline stands one Zach Calzada. Does that strike fear in you, Paul?
I couldn't get it done on the shitty A&M team.
So it was that was bad last week, what he did. And I think Pete Golden will have his defense all over this Wildcat offense. Keywan Lacey looks like a decent back in the run game. Needed it because it was not very good for Ole Miss last year. And Lane Kiffin has been talking about this game for damn near a year. This one really stuck in his craw from last year. And Kiffin's been great in coming the next year, coming back and getting a team that got him the year before, one that he really paid attention to. No. So I love this. The line has moved. It was like 10.5. Now it's down to 8.5. So thank you very much. Just need that O-line to protect Simmons, and I think the Rebs go big over Kentucky. So give me the Rebels, minus 8.5.
I like their team total here, and I think it's under 30.
Kentucky?
No, Ole Miss's team total.
You like going under 30?
No, I think it's over. I think it's 29.5 or something. But
you were saying the total's under 30. I got you.
Team total, yeah, Ole Miss team total over. If it's under 30, go over.
Yeah.
I think they scored 30 points here.
Yeah, and I know what everybody's doing. The last 4 games have been close, and it's a road game. Austin Simmons, new quarterback. They're hammering Kentucky because this thing's moved a couple of points, maybe 3 points. So I appreciate it. Everybody else on the other side makes me feel like I'm on the right side of this game.
Yeah, yes, 30.5. So I do think we scored 30.5 points against that highly talented Kentucky defense.
Yeah.
I don't hate that play either. I like the Rebels spread, and I like the team total over. I think it's going to be an absolute bloodbath in Lexington. How'd I do?
That was great. Well done. Well done, sir.
All right.
That was fantastic.
I'm going to 2:30 on ESPN2. Kansas at Mizzou. That is Missouri. Give me Missouri minus 6.5. Year 6 of the Jalen Daniels show. Once was like the greatest show on in Kansas. I mean, we bet on the first year that Jalen Daniels broke.
Him and Lance.
Yeah, Leopold, man. We got on him. Multiple injuries have really hampered him. Once was probably a Heisman candidate. It just, I don't know. He's just too hurt, which will probably bite me in the ass this week. SEC talent on that Missouri side at home is going to be too much for Kansas here. Under a touchdown's the key number. So give me Missouri minus 6.5.
Boy, Paul's going to love my write-up about this game.
Oh, boy. This game?
I got a lot about this game. You didn't see it on my picks?
Oh, you got the over.
So let me just tell you about, Paul, do you know if they still teach the Civil War in schools around the country?
I don't know where we're going. Okay.
Do you think they still teach it in schools?
I would hope so.
I hope so too, but I'm not so sure that they do. But if they did, it would help explain the hate between these two programs. The border war is back, and I'm here for it. It's my number 1 game of the weekend. I can't wait to watch it. It's going to be electric in Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri this weekend. I love it. This game's great. Leopold's been great for Kansas, gotten them off the mat. That would make this game more interesting than it would have been in years past. Eli Drinkwitz, the old super nerd over there at Missouri, has done a great job with them. I can't wait for this game to get started. There's a plaque on the field that commemorates the field. It's like it's Stankowski Field that Missouri plays on, right? Mm-hmm. So before this game, now that they've gone out there and they've crossed out the 2 Ks in Stankowski, is how much they hate Kansas. They get mad. Fans get mad if the beat writers even capitalize the K in Kansas when they write about it. These two fan bases hate each other. This is a huge game. I'm so glad it's back. So what do I think? I think both programs will get in the end zone. Jalen Daniels is healthy. He looks comfortable in year 2 in this offense because it kind of changed from the previous year when he got hurt. And then he looked really good the last 2 weeks as they played in week 0. And, of course, Missouri's got a decent QB with Bo Pribula, and I think Eli Drinkwitz can dial up some scores. I see a 31-24 game here, and that gets me the cover.
I'll take it.
So I'm taking Kansas, Missouri in the border war over 50.5.
Yeah, we both cover. We might smoke a cigar after
Wouldn't
that.
that be fun?
Little 2:30, about 5 o'clock. Be ready to roll. What time's the Iowa State game? Is that 11?
11.
Get you a nappy poo. 11 o'clock.
Get ready.
2:30.
And here's the thing.
That's the game. That's the one.
Yeah, the border war, that's the thing. I think that's going to be a great game. And it can't even make the main TV, Paul.
Ugh.
Because the Rebels and the Wildcats
Yeah, that 2:30
are also 2:30.
Yeah, nappy poo at 11. 2:30, game on, ready to roll. All right, this next one's going to hit you in the fun basket.
Yeah, here we go. I know where we're headed here.
Yeah. So I'm going Arizona State at Mississippi State. Give me Mississippi State plus 6.5. This is a 6:30 kickoff on ESPN2. State almost covered this line at Arizona State last year. We know the story that Arizona State was with Cam Scatterbo. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah.
He
Now a New York Giant.
ran crazy on State last year. Was the reason that they won a bunch of games, but for sure against Mississippi State last year. Home field advantage with all the clang-a-lang-a-lang-a-lang-a-lang shit
It's
going on.
going to be going.
They're going to have the alt-uni flat black uniforms on. Going to be looking stylish out there at State, and I'm sure that's going to be real popular with the student section. A lot of money spent on the O-line and D-line at State last year. They're better. Blake Shapen is healthy, so give me the home dog. Lean to the over also. So State plus 6.5.
All right. Okay. Mississippi State, boy.
And I didn't struggle with it.
No, you just went out there and got it.
I thought it would make me feel kind of icky, but it didn't.
Hey, look, when it comes to betting, it doesn't matter.
Mind at all.
Uniform, the name, doesn't matter.
And technically, I can't lose this.
No, that's right.
I mean, I'll take a one-loss ATS for poolside bets to see them get the hell beat out of them. But anyway, I think they cover.
Well, your office will be interesting Monday morning.
Oh, boy.
Especially if they pull off the upset.
Yeah.
How many of them are going to be in your office talking about how great the Bulldogs are going to be this year?
I don't know. Probably 2 or 3.
Good luck to you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hope it all goes well.
It's gonna be fine.
All right, I'm still at 2:30 slate here. Are they the Miami, Ohio, the Red Hawks?
That's correct.
I thought so. They play Rutgers at 2:30. Doesn't this sound like another exciting matchup, Paul?
Rutgers is not the same Rutgers team your daddy watched.
Look, I saw what Ohio did to Rutgers last week. They put up a bunch of points and stayed in that game. That Rutgers defense is bad, and they lost their best defender in that game. So he's not going to be playing this game against the Red Hawks. Now, I know what the Red Hawks did. They were shut out against Wisconsin last week, and that doesn't help where I'm headed here. But that's probably why the total is where it is. They can score on Rutgers. Rutgers is bad on defense. But I also think Rutgers has a better offense than Wisconsin. Miami, Ohio will improve on offense, like I said, week 1 to week 2. So it probably screams 20-14, but I think we get points here. I look for both teams to score. So I'm on the over in the Miami, Ohio at Rutgers, over 45.5.
Yeah, I don't know how to. I know Rutgers' offense is better than when you look at them, you think, but they're better than what you think they are.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to be able to.
I don't know about
slow down.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, the other side of it, I don't know anything about. I think Rutgers played really well last week, if I remember correctly.
Well, they won 34-31 over.
Oh no, it's
Ohio.
Yeah, because I had Ohio.
Yeah.
And but I didn't make it a play.
Which would have been an easy cover.
Watch out for Charlotte this week also.
Oh my God! Back to this 49ers team.
Donald. All right, 2:30 on CBS, the flagship. Oklahoma State at Oregon. Give me Oregon minus 28.5. A bad Oklahoma State team travels to Eugene after losing their starting quarterback in week 1. True freshman starting at Oregon. Week 2 is a recipe for a shit show.
And then, Mike Gundy's been making comments this week about it's just we're not playing the same game because they're not spending any money. Dan Lanning's like, I don't give a shit. I bet he's going to roll it up on
Mullets talk
the
shit about
Cowboys.
every coach in the country. Nobody's feeling sympathy for him.
No.
And he's got a billionaire, Pickens, whatever the guy's name
Boone
is.
Pickens.
No,
right?
I don't know. We're not doing the money thing. They got money.
Let's stop.
All right. Oregon's defensive line is going to be good as usual. The whole defense is going to be great. I don't see Oklahoma State scoring. I don't know if they get to 7, to be honest with you.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. It's going to be ugly early and often in Austin Stadium. So give me Oregon minus 28.5.
Okay. I do like that. I think he's going to run it up on
freshman.
Mike Gundy.
Yeah. Nobody likes that guy. Oh, nobody.
All right, I'm moving.
I'm going to grab me a cold one. You want one?
Sure. I'm finally going to get out of the 2:30 slate here, going to 3 p.m. I hope we got enough TVs for the 2:30 slate. My goodness. Yeah, I moved real far, 3 o'clock. So this one's going to be on, too, at the same time. Tough. Anyway, West Virginia travels to take on the Ohio Bobcats. Why are the Mountaineers making this trip to play Ohio? I don't. When these Power 5 teams, or Power 4, Pac-12 is not really a power anything anymore. I don't. Maybe it must have been a home-and-home deal they did with Ohio. I don't know. And I know that I love Rich Rod back at West Virginia doing what he does best. I'm a big fan of that. The QB, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Marshall, maybe, something like that. He was very efficient and only threw 20 times, but very effectively. He had an average of 11.2 yards per completion last week, which is really good. I don't care who they were playing. They also ran, get this, Paul, the Mountaineers ran for 393 yards. That's amazing. Again,
That's a Rich Rod
regardless of who you're playing. The Bobcats have been tested a little more because they hung in with Rutgers, as we've mentioned them. But I think Rutgers' defense is really bad. And during that game, they lost their best defender, and so Ohio was able to get in the end zone and keep that game close. The QB is where you got to focus if you're West Virginia's defense. Navarro is the do-it-all player for Ohio because he threw for 239 yards and 2 or 3 tutties, I think. But he also ran for 93. He was the team's leading rusher. So if West Virginia can contain the QB for Ohio, I think West Virginia goes up there and puts it on the Ohio Bobcats. Give me West Virginia minus 3.5. That's all I get out of you.
No, I like
Not
it.
feeling it.
No, I'm
Not feeling it. That's not going to be in Paul's. Let's throw a parlay together with all our locks. That's not going to be one of them that he chooses to put in there. Just so everybody understands.
I'm curious to see how it works out. I'm on team poolside bets here.
There you go.
All right, I don't have any more college picks. Do you want me to just jump to the Nuffle?
Yeah, that's fine.
Going to the NFL Sunday, 3:25 on CBS. Give me the under 44 Texans at Rams. Two really good defenses here. Matt Stafford has not been able to practice, much less play in the preseason because of a bad back. I think he has a disc problem. Look for him to start out slow, not fully, 100% on the offensive side of the ball. The Texans' offensive line, they had 2 good players, which were the guy that played at Ole Miss,
Jeremy Tinsel.
Yeah, Jeremy Tinsel and Laramie Tonsil. They traded him. He's gone, and the whole offensive line is young and inexperienced.
Hey, I'm nervous about that. I'm not nervous because I don't care. But I don't think. I think the Texans may end up having the worst offensive line in the league.
Yeah, according to the
poor C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, so they're gonna have trouble with him keeping him upright. So just look for kind of a slow start to this game and not many points. So I'm gonna take the under 44 here.
All right. Well, I'm staying in the college football range.
I had it right here. Dadgummit, sorry.
I'm not putting out any NFL picks. Week 1 scares the shit out of me, especially with some of those.
Fucking all of them. Week 17.
So I'm moving to 6 o'clock Saturday evening. I was not going to add this pick in here, but loyalty got me here. Tulane was one of the best plays I had last week that I liked the best, and I'm back on the loyalty train here. South Al lost a lot from last season. I know they lost their QB, one of their top. Wasn't it that where Fluff Bothwell played and now plays for State? Great name. I think he played for South Al last year, if I'm not mistaken. I know they beat up on Morgan State, but they didn't really light up the stat sheet because they were gifted 4 turnovers from the Bears. And Tulane absolutely dominated Northwestern. That game was never in doubt. I know Northwestern could be one of the 10 worst teams in the country, but I liked what Tulane did on defense, and I think they're going to be able to suffocate South Al on the road and get this win. Now, it might take a half to get this thing going and get it covered, but I think Tulane does because I think Jake Retzlaff is going to be better in week 2 than he was in week 1.
I really like this Tulane team this
So
year.
give me Tulane. I know it's a big line, minus 10.5.
I like them. I think their playoff potential is there. I don't know what the line is to that.
You know what I think is going to happen in that league? I think Tulane and Navy are going to play for that league's conference championship.
Yep.
Boy, wouldn't it be something that Navy gets the nod as the
If Navy makes the
Group of
playoff,
5.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go buy me a Blake Norbath jersey.
Horvath?
Horvath.
H. Horvath.
You ain't gotta be ugly about
It's
it.
not an N.
Well, I didn't want to
Respect
say.
the boy's name,
I
for
didn't-
God's. I know you're an Army cadet, but respect the man's name.
I didn't want to say whore on the air.
Oh,
And now I've done it.
You'll say all the other words.
Now I'll get in trouble at Sunday dinner because I said whore on the air.
on the air. Right there.
Horvath.
Yeah, Horvath. H-O-R.
Infamous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just trying to be respectful. God. All right. Steelers at Jets under 37.5. 12
Good
o'clock. Is
Lord, that's a
CBS.
low.
Yeah, boy. Here we go.
I don't hear a lot of trust in your boy Aaron Rodgers here.
Steelers, hell no. Steelers are my survivor pick, as I mentioned earlier, for this week. They cannot lose this ball game. They just can't. I mean, the Bengals couldn't lose to the fucking Patriots last year
true.
either, but they did. All right. Both teams are familiar with the other side's quarterback. They know their cans and can'ts. Tomlin's 6-11 to the under in his career, week 1. So that's a lot of unders. Jets going to rely on the fucking running game because they have to, because they have no air attack. If they do try to throw it, this thing's going to be a blowout.
Why is Garrett Wilson still playing for the Jets?
He doesn't have a choice.
Damn, that poor guy. I think he's a really good wide receiver.
He's probably the greatest wide receiver in the history of the game. We just don't know
No,
it.
right.
Steelers are very experienced on defense. The veterans on that side will keep the Jets to holding them to field goals if they even get close to that. So the under 37.5, I know it's a low number, but when it's 10-3 late in the fourth quarter, it is what it is. I wanted to take the Steelers on the side, but I just couldn't do it because then I would lose my fucking
Everything.
survivor pick and them, and then so anyway, Steelers Jets under 37.5.
All right. 7 o'clock, which is early for these two teams, but I like it. UCLA takes on UNLV, 7 p.m. Saturday. I know UNLV did not help me get the over last week between them and Sam Houston State, but they got the 59 with no game clock in the second half. It was kept on the field by the refs for the entire second half. Who knows if there still isn't 5 minutes left to go in that game, and I could have got the cover.
That's good.
I mean, oh my God, I'm protesting that game. Mullen has his team doing what he likes to do on offense, and they're running it pretty well. And UCLA looks anemic on defense. I also think UCLA will be able to protect Nico better in this game, much better than they did against the Utah Utes last week. He was pressured something stupid like 60% of his dropbacks, if not more. I mean, that's just craziness. Even though I don't think Nico's a great QB, and this is I don't know, like for players in the future, why can't I get the words to come out? Cautionary tale for players in the future trying to get more money to get, like, and then he ends up at UCLA. Looks like they're going to be awful, and he's not the quarterback he thought he was. Anyway, I think he's going to bounce back in week 2, and we're going to get this over here. UCLA, UNLV over 54.5.
I said the Tomlin there. He's 11-6 to the under, not 6-11. So I said it wrong.
You said it wrong.
I did.
That's okay.
Yeah. So like I was telling you earlier, I heard the guy earlier talking about what's the common denominator in UCLA and UNLV. There's no D.
Oh, yeah. All those letters is not one
not
D.
there, D to be found.
Oh, man.
So that was pretty funny.
So there you have it. Let's take a look. We've gone over all of them. So let's switch this screen here. Here we go. There they are.
There's your screenshot, boys.
There it is. 8 picks per. Here we go. We did 6 last week. Now we're going to get 8 because we're better, right? We've learned. In 1 week,
By
we've
week
learned
4,
everything.
There's going to be 18.
I'm going to have to
picks out.
scroll down to get to the rest of the picks. Yeah.
Let's not get that bad off.
So we'll start with mine. I'm on Illinois again. I like the Fighting Illini going to Duke, getting that win -3.5. Cyclones. I hate that hook. I wish somebody would go hammer Iowa and get that thing moved a point or half a point, but I still like the Cyclones. I like what they're doing. Rocco Beck's having a big year, in my opinion, so I'll ride with the Cyclones here at home since they're at home, -3.5. Rebels, like I talked about, it's been on Kiffin's mind forever. They looked good. I like Austin Simmons. What Pete Golding has done with that defense, not just in scheme, but in recruiting and the right players in positions, I think they'll be able to handle Zach Calzada pretty easily. So give me the Rebels -8.5. The Border War, maybe the best game of the day. Kansas, Missouri, glad it's back. I think it's been since 2011 since they've played.
It's going to be a fun game.
So Kansas, Missouri, I'm on the over here. I think it's one of those games where a lot of times you get in a rivalry game, just you can't score, you play tight. I don't think there's going to be. I think they're just going to get after it up and down the field, over 50.5 here. Miami, Ohio, I know they were shut out, but I think they can score on Rutgers. This point total is low, in my opinion, because of what happened in that game against Wisconsin. Rutgers can score some, but they can't stop anybody. Over 45.5 in that game. Mountaineers travel take on the Bobcats. I trust Rich Rod here and what he's got going on. Give me the Mountaineers -3.5. Tulane, loyalty pick. I'm back on you. Go to South Al, get that thing done. -10.5. Then, like we just mentioned, UCLA, UNLV, no D in all of those letters. Over 54.5.
Yeah.
Paul?
Utah State +31.5. They did it for me last week in my heroic effort, valiant attempt at beating the books last week. Fell just shy of everything. Utah State +31.5. Navy, Blake Horvath.
There we go. Respect.
Runs and passes for 425 yards total offense.
He might against UAB. Unbelievable.
Missouri -6.5. Franklin's on this game also. Probably going to be the game of the week, I hope.
We can middle that. Not middle, but we can both cover there.
Fine to me. A half point, 1 point, 40 points. Who gives a shit?
At 40-20. I whatever. I don't care.
Yeah. Mississippi State +6.5. The flat black. Going to be just it's going to be midnight in Starkville. When they
You know what? I'd like this game too because I kind of had I liked Arizona State last year. They've never done anything to me. I got no reason to hate them. And then Dillingham goes out there and just shits on the state of Mississippi about we can't find hotels anywhere. We got nowhere to stay. Got to stay out. Like, get the fuck out. Go get them, State. Go get them.
Yeah, they're ringing the little cowbells in practice.
You think 3 Cowboys? You think 3 cowbells is gonna
He got
help?
no idea what's finna hit his eardrums.
God, it's so annoying. I mean, but good for them that they get to be able to do it. But man, it gives me a headache. I can't do it.
Yeah, Oregon -28.5 versus a true freshman quarterback coming into their own stadium is going to be a.
And Lanning wants to put it on Gundy bad.
It's going to be a sacrifice. It's going to be ugly. Yeah, Texans Rams under 44.
I love that pick.
Yeah, we're going to see how it rolls out. No O-line for the Texans. Rams quarterback's been injured. Probably not going to be just running out of the gate. We'll see how they go. Ball control, win the game. That's all they care about. Steelers, Jets, under 37.5. Low number here, but two offenses that have done nothing.
Pedestrian.
Prove it to me.
Yeah.
Prove it to me. And then Western Illinois, plus 31.5. Head coach David Braun from Northwestern, 0-3 against FCS schools, ATS. 6:30 tonight. That's tonight now. So we'll see.
Like I mentioned last week with Northwestern, I think they're in. This is karma, what they did to Pat Fitzgerald. Yeah. It's rough. I wanted to get, if I was going to give out an NFL pick this week, it was going to be the Jags Panthers over.
Okay.
They were the 31st and the 32nd defenses in the league last year.
Yeah, I was looking at I think it was the Panthers team total over.
And I don't know. I don't remember the. Let me just pull it up real quick. We got a little time.
Yeah, we got time.
Oh, we're on an hour. Whew. Let's see here.
That's good.
All right, let's find it. Jags, Panthers. I believe I got that right. Is that going to be an early game? Why is it even not on the screen?
That's probably a reason.
Bucks, Falcons, Bengals, Browns, Dolphins, Colts, Raiders, Patriots, Cardinals, Saints, Steelers, Jets, Giants.
Right
there you go. Panthers, Jags. 46.5. There may be 60 scored in that game. And I get it. That's last year, but they were the two worst defenses. How much you think they've improved in the offseason? You think they're going from the two worst to two of the best defenses in the...
All right, so here's the thing about those two. I know the head coach of the Panthers, but I don't know his name. And I have no idea who coaches the Jaguars. I was trying to. I know the Panthers hired the guy that was the OC at Buccaneers.
Liam Cohen.
Cohen. Okay, that's him. All right, that's Jaguars. Now, who is the Panthers head coach?
Good Lord, hadn't they changed?
How about this for podcasting?
This is fantastic. Dave Canales?
Who the fuck is that guy? He coached there last year, but
he played college football at Azusa Pacific. What?
This is not a real person.
He's assistant coach for the Seattle Seahawks under Pete Carroll.
Oh, let's see. Give me the Jaguar. What's the line?
Give me the Jags, he said. Give me the Jags.
What is the line?
Jacksonville -3.5.
Give me the Jaguars -3.5.
And they're at home. So.
Give me the Jags -3.5. Jesus Christ.
What are we doing here?
I don't know.
And then last year wasn't Bryce Young's NFL career over last year? And then Dalton got hurt. They had to bring Bryce Young back. He had a resurgence, so now Bryce Young is back to, back in the NFL. You're good. It's all good.
Okay.
Right? Isn't that how that works?
We'll find out Sunday.
All right.
I don't know, man.
Well, this has been great. Good luck to everybody, and good luck to you, Paul. Starting with your first pick tonight.
Well, I set the bar low. I'll get two this week, boy. I got it.
Yeah, got it going on. All right. So look, we're happy to be here. Glad to be able to do this. Good luck with all your picks, and we hope to come Monday, everybody is cashing tickets. So that's going to do it for us this week in our locks. Good luck to everybody again. We'll see you next week.